when you play in PUBG game, you see the pack team all the time, and it's just the cooldown. It's just you can kill anyone in early game in level 1 or 2. It's just too much.
TNC Predators turn.
But that might be too much for Alpha Raid too.
And Elder Titan coming out, that very tanky. Like I mean, it's a support duo. Elder Titan probably is gonna be like this support, but it could also be played.
Dire team
so
back.
Alpha Raid kind of hard to bring down, and there's Elder Titan is one of the best heroes to have against Terrorblade because he removes the armor completely with his natural order. Well, not like 80% of his armor is removed. So, and he does percentage damage. So he can. So Terrorblade, if he goes low HP on Thunder, you can have that ultimate from Elder Titan activate straight away, kills him out. So very powerful hero to have against the Terrorblade.
10 seconds remaining.
Last man from TNC Predator. I met Alpha Raid before
5
the game
seconds
started,
remaining.
and I was like, "Hey man, how you doing? Your face doesn't look good this one." Like, yeah, of course, it doesn't look good. We're facing one of the strongest team in the tournament, but they're still saying that I believe we can do it, even though we are underdog. But they had a good coach, and they're doing preparation until like 3 or 4 a.m. last night.
Oh,
Said, yeah, I was like, hey, what about the sleep? Who sleeps? You play TNC tomorrow. Nobody wants to sleep. You gotta prepare a lot. Even though TNC the benched out that controversy, Cuckoo, but they still have Real, one of the veteran player of Philippines, to playing offlane for them. So I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, Alpha Raid definitely comes in with this as, I mean, I checked their record, they have like 200 pro matches. They've been playing together for a while, but they haven't had that breakthrough, you know, in a tournament where it's like, oh, with Alpha Raid, now you know about them because they won this tournament. They haven't had that. But I mean, they're still representing their country, and now they're going up against TNC. There's a chance that they can make it through, and I feel like this game might set the tone for the rest of them. If they can win TNC, you imagine the rest of the day how they're going to be feeling. They'll be like, hey, we beat TNC, you know, any team we can play against now.
Yeah, that's true. You mentioned about something about the percentage of the pro game.
They're like 45% win rate in pro matches, which is not, you know, not what you want compared to TNC, which is like 60%, and some of the teams that are a bit newer, but so they don't have as many, they're like at 70% win rate in their competitive matches. So Alpha Raid, that's what I'm saying. Alpha Raid probably on paper might be like the biggest underdog story we have.
Yes, yeah. Since this tournament, the WESC is all about the nationality too. Yeah, it's really heavily focused on you know, like nationalism.
You support Thailand, right?
Yeah, I'm from Thailand, so I would like to say hi to all the supporters in the stream right now. Whether you come from Philippines to support Team CNC Predator, the best team of your country, or you are from Thailand to support Alpha Raid, and yeah, just say hi. You know how to say hi in Philippines?
No, I don't know how to say hi. I've heard some interesting words in my pubs, but I don't say hi.
I don't think that's how you greet people. but in Thailand, when you want to say hi, just say Sawadee Krap. You know that, right?
How?
Sawadee Krap.
Sawadee Krap?
Yes, indeed. That's how you say hi in Thai. But say hi in Philippines. Hey guys, you know how to say hi in Philippines? No. All right, you gotta find that out, because this one is the WESC. We focus a lot on nationalism. You're playing for your country, and you have the national pride at stake.
Oh yeah. But the draft is actually finally finished, and they have a Dragon Knight last pick for TNC.
I like that one.
But I also like the Lina pick from Alpha Raid, because you want to have that big damage, the big magic damage to bring down the Terrorblade, big burst. So in terms of draft, is there one draft that you think is a little better than the other teams? Like, do you look at one of the drafts and say, oh, I think this team is, you know, this draft is better?
I don't think that is a better draft in this situation. That's only easier to play draft. But in this case, I think TNC heroes are easier to play. I like that last pick. The Dragon Knight could be played anything as a tanker and a pusher in early game. I love that. I always like this hero.
Yeah, he's super. He's super solid and stable. That's one of the best things about Dragon Knight. I will say that I do like that they have these two heroes who have a lot of armor with the Dragon Knight and the Terrorblade, but they still have Elder Titan on the dire side. So that removes all of their sort of advantages of that. It's hard to tell which team that really comes out ahead, but I guess TNC, because we know that they are the better team, it's probably, you know, I'm going to back them up.
Alright, yeah, we are in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, the first match of the day. This is very important to set up the momentum for the whole tournament. If you lose the first game, yeah, you know, I can't lose anymore. Yeah, we can't lose anymore. Yeah, so yeah, good. The sound is back. So let's take a look at the. Let's do some intro before we start.
Of course, sure.
Okay. You was like, when he gonna say that? You were waiting for that. So TNC on the right side, Ninja Boogie on Rubik, Teams on Tusk, Armel on Dragonite, Gappy on the Terrorblight, and Real on Sand King.
And then we have Mai on the Centaur for the Dire side. We have Boomsoy on the Dazzle. We have Hit You with Badge. I'm pretty sure that's not his real name, but on the Lina we have
his name is Fearless.
777 on the L-Time last. We have Dogbrain. I love those names on the PA. I love the names.
Dogbrain, yeah, he's quite famous player in the Southeast Asia in a notorious way. Yeah.
So on the mid lane, I think
everyone know Dogbrain.
I expect we'll be seeing the Lina going up against the Dragonite, the mid lane. The sort of thing about that is that neither one can really kill the other. Maybe the Lina can get a kill early if the Dragonite's low HP, but the point of that is that Lina will try to reach level 6 early. She wants to go and get some kills, but Dragonite, if he reaches early, level 6 early, he'll be able to push the tower the moment she leaves. So it creates that very interesting dynamic where Dragonite is like, don't leave the lane because I'll take your tower, but Lina will also want to leave just so he just kills.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Quite a few. I mean, when you play Lina, you just want to moving around and make the most benefit out of this play hero, just to gank around with his love with a blight. But if you do that, there's the point that you get pushed by the Dragonite.
And
very
fast.
is victory.
Because it's not like with Zeus who can help you just with his ultimate. When Lina leaves and Dragonite's like, hey, it's very clear there's no one here. Tinker might be able to sort of like, when he goes missing, like you don't know where he's going to come from, but he might just come back to the lane. But looks like we are going to unpause. We're going to
you just if you want to leave and ganking around for that Lina, you just have to be very calculated about the creep wave. You just make sure that your creep wave is pushing very deep, and yeah, and Dragonite doesn't have that much time to just see where you are on your own hill. Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be the off-lane Centaur, and it's going to be the support Dazzle. So kind of similar to the old patch. Generally, this is what you expect when a new patch comes out. Is that some people will say like, "All right, the patch may have came out, but we don't really fully, completely know exactly what's the best hero pick. So we're going to revert to what was still strong in the last patch." I don't know if that's going to work out for them. You can see that TNC has a bit more of the new heroes with the Tusk, as well as the Sand King. Those heroes, you know, they've been changed, and even the Rubik got a nice buff that makes him a lot more picked than before. So TNC definitely more experimental with their draft.
The guy actually named the BAC 75 first. Who's that? Let's be. What?
I know the names are fantastic.
None of them are having official name.
We'll have to reprimand them after this for that. But Bounty
God.
Ruins are just going to go bottom for Alpha Red, while the top Bounty Ruins are going to go for TNC. So 2-2 at the start of the game.
So this one is Gabby. Yeah, Mama is Gabby. Mid one, of course, gonna be Armel on the Dragonite. Weird.
Yeah,
Then why don't he just show us some official name? This is, come on, man. I mean, they might spend too much time on artifact.
Oh,
I guess.
so top lane, the Sand King by himself was going to go up against. He should be okay, unless they have. They're probably going to get a couple of sentries. Sand King though still annoying because he can still walk out of it, but he's up against the PA as well as the Elder Titan.
That's true.
Hasn't taken any skill points yet. He wants to know if they can have detection. If they do, you don't want to take Sandstorm. You want to take maybe a stun or a Caustic Finale, but. Generally, Sand King should be okay. PA can farm as well because she can throw daggers. But bottom lane, they seem to.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, for at the same time, I think Team Alpha Red just need to take out a Sand King too.
Yeah, the PA should be able to get a good free farm. Well, not complete free farm, but should be able to farm pretty well.
mid lane is going to be Dragonite versus Lina. Spamming a light strike array over there.
But I think bottom lane is where we're going to see most of the action. You
Yeah,
can see that
might.
Dazzle as well as the Centaur, they're going to go up against Rubik and Tusk. You know, the thing about Rubik is that Telking is not the best range, so you can just snowball in with that. So
Nice.
I think top bottom lane is just going to go very well for TNC. And mid lane seems like Dragonite is keeping a bit more.
Well, I
Centaur, and it
tried.
just comes in with the first doing the poop stomp on him. Gonna become a very important skill in late game. Alpha Raider. My pro is very good at playing this hero. He played a lot, even in the pub games.
I love the Tusk taunt. The one where it looks like he's doing a boxing match. It's fantastic. He takes tag team early on. Your favorite skill, based on what you told me.
I don't like that tactic really.
But looks like bottom lane we might actually see the Centaur fall.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was looking at the top just now. This guy might get around too. But it was the first blood on the Centaur, not a good start for Team Alpha Ray.
Yeah, this lane is going to be very difficult for them to deal with. I mean, they could bring the Elder Titan, and that might help because I don't think that they can. The Elder Titan really does much against the Sand King top lane. Sand King's already got he's 4th on the CS board, so he's not being like shut down anyway. Elder Titan, he's got a couple of denies, but that's about it. And I think they actually did consider rotating the no, Elder Titan's still top. I don't know. I don't really see the benefit of keeping the Elder Titan at the top lane.
Just doing some scans. They're trying to drag the creep wave back here, and Ninjabuki knows about that and comes in and harass. Oh no, somebody just teleport down. It's gonna be the BBSC. Telekinesis back. Half HP's already. Meanwhile, try to crawl back. They still get body blocked by the Tusk. His teammates coming in. Just a little bit of heal. And a Tower Grave, yeah. And a snowball. Yeah, I don't think he'll get away with that hoop storm. That's gonna cross the river. If he can get to the higher ground, he might be great. Oh, he died. Oh, small axe is chopped down at his back.
And that's why he's bringing Elder Titan down here. Because if he was there, he could have punched him down with after using his astral form. And Ninja has been able to remove a sentry and, as well as an observer. So Alpha Red, like we talked about, we said that they were the underdogs, and it's showing they're just not really able to sort of get a solid foot on the lanes. Their mid lane is going well though. Lina is slightly ahead of CS just because she's got a couple of denies, but this.
Oh man, once again for Boomsoy? I didn't even see that one coming. I didn't expect that one. And maybe good setup with a telekinesis from the Ninjabuki. I'm gonna show you the fight recaps and to see what happened actually.
Do you think it's worth it for Alpha Red to sacrifice the bottom lane just so they can win sort of top and mid?
Yeah, I don't think you should sacrifice any lane at this stage of the game. In the first 10 minutes of the game, you just, you know, need to try your best to stay alive first in there. But in this case, I feel like they're just gonna dive in for the Alpha Red My Pro. Somebody teleport down. It's gonna be that hard with the Elder Titan. Not yet Echo Stomp yet.
Almost was able to throw it one out, but at least he was able to stop that aggression, and I think it might help them out a bit more. You can see that PA, she's number 1, number 2 on the net worth. She'll be fine against the Sanding. Sanding's gonna get more.
There will be in teams coming from the right way, aiming for that My Pro before he dropped the Hoop Storm. They all killed him with a Gabby, slashing him down with the Terror Blade. He's on the Metamorphosis. And that might be the tower too. Just teleport down real quick. That's a good thing of you dying too many times in early game, because the respawn time would be very fast. He comes out, he do a Hoop Storm, try to get into the tree line for that Gabby. Snowballs in, trying to save for that.
This is too greedy.
Yeah, a little bit too overextend. And his Boomsoy falls for that. More like a trap set by Team TNC. Telekinesis back. Oh my god. Feels like I feel the difference between two teams already.
Yeah,
the decision makings and the skills and the techniques.
Alpha Red should have just said, "Hey, Elder Titan." Like they see that they're losing the bottom lane, and they're fine. They got the 2 in the top net worth in the mid and the top, but they can't give all this to Terrorblade. Terrorblade, I think he's gonna be fine against the PA late game, but they're like, no, we can handle Terrorblade as long as we get the PA farm. And mid lane though.
Oh yeah, smoke out for the first time. It's Tim's and also Ninjabuki catching that hit you with bad juju. This is the Fearless getting blocked in an eye shot there. Light Strike Array, very nice dodge on that. Wow, that team's dodged Light Strike Array. Still got telekinesis. Shallow Grave already comes out. Everyone that can teleport just need to come here in the middle lane. Only one hit away from that Fearless from the very fire. He's gonna be fine. And it's the Echo Storm. Jay killed Dragonite. They're all stuck in there, dropping quite low. It's the first kills of Team Alpha Raid, and they might go for more slowdown with Sibling Dagger. Ninja Boogie gonna be the second one. One hit with the Iron. Jay kill, however, finished it off with a Breath Fire. It's a trade, and still a good trade for Team Alpha Raid as they get the first kill.
Definitely, Alpha Raid does come out on top, but the problem is that they had to leave sort of two of their lanes empty, and that may not be what they wanted, because you can see Gabby was able to get farm in that time, and top lane was completely empty because the PA had to rotate, which means that the Sand King now has number 3 on the net worth. So that rotation, yeah, they got kills, they put themselves on board, they get a bit of experience, but overall they may not have gained, you know, as much as they wanted.
Yeah, you're gonna get died by Sand King soon. He's now level 7, that's getting ready for that BBCD or Dark Brain. Here comes the first time using the Burst Strike inside the tower. Here comes the Snowball, everything jumping away. Sand King already used the Epicenter, but it seems like more like a 0 damage Epicenter. Meanwhile, the bottom lane was a solo kill by the Terror Blade on My Pro. He's having a big problem now. He's 0-5 on the Central Arena.
Oh, that is just so
That's just a
bad.
core hero. Fearless and need to come to the side lane to help his teammates around here. It's Tim we are seeing here that's stuck in a Light Strike Array. He might get slowed down. Laguna Blade. Bad Juju got him.
That's sort of the benefit of the Lina, is that if she can go and get those kills early on with her Laguna Blade, it can help shift the momentum of the game, especially when you're really far behind. 3k net worth is, no, you're not that far behind 8 minutes in, but this is when we start seeing the snowball effect coming out.
Oh no, Ninja Boogie. Still no Arcane Supremacy yet, so the attacking power is not that strong yet. But I kind of like his warding game for the Ninja Boogie. Started off from
Very
the
aggressive,
warding, yeah, on the bottom lane
You can
with
even
the
see
sentries.
Yeah, the bottom, he also has one near the tier 2 of the dire.
Let me do something. Yeah.
So yeah, the near the dire tier 2, he's got a ward there as well. So he's just got Ninja Boogie's done a fantastic job.
Yeah, look at the map control. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's more like a square here.
They really care about Gabby's farm. They haven't really put anything up. They know that there's going to be sentries anyway. They know there's going to be sentries because they have a Sand King. So they're like, why should we put Observer Wars where there's a Sand King and Gabby? No, it's Gabby.
Jay killed
Armel,
to the
sorry,
tower.
Armel.
Yeah.
Just comes in and takes it. It is looking. That's 2 towers down, 5 kills ahead. The CS is also in favor of TNC, but there.
to try to harass and make sure that Phantom the Scene doesn't feel safe at farming. So Reflection already comes out.
Gabby, but he's got the Aegis, so he's not worried. His team is right behind him. But
This is
he doesn't mind dying right now because he doesn't even have full mana. It's like a trip to the fountain if he dies with it when he has Aegis.
goes in for 3 only. Find someone inside the tree line. Maybe he just wanna go in with the Burrow Strike, but the rest of Team Alpha Race just won't take any risk defending this tower. They know that they are too far behind, and it should be better for them to fall back to the high ground. But maybe they just try in the middle lane, jumping inside off with the Hoop Storm. A nice save and snowball. The Earth Splitters already comes out too. It's all dodged by the snowball. This is Tim's. Oh, look at that Ice Shard and just slide himself into the upper ground to save himself. That goes in with the barrels right. That Lena, the core hero, the first one to go down inside that Tim's.
That was very, I mean, diving on a, not diving, sorry, but trying to kill a Dragon Knight when he has his team behind him. They weren't sure where if the team was behind him or Gal, but Dragon Knight, you're not going to kill him in 1 or 2 seconds. It's going to take a while, and his team will back him up. And they got good saves with the snowball.
This TNC have shown us why they are in so many big tournaments worldwide, and they are now becoming a world-class team already.
I mean, after going through TI, I think this, I mean, that's what we thought. Heavy favorites to at least get first place and represent them in the, at least the top 4 is going to be guaranteed, but, and maybe even first place.
You know, Alpha is not that far away from like top 5 in the Southeast Asia. Now, it shows that the top 1 and the rest of the scene, the top 1 and top 2, maybe Fnatic and TNC, are so far ahead from the rest of the scene. This is not a good sign for our Southeast Asia region, actually.
But Alpha Red, I mean, at least they haven't given up yet. That's sort of the positive here. 15k behind. I wish that instead of trying to kill DK, they had just someone split pushing top lane. You know, try to get a tower. I like what PA is doing. She's farming the enemy jungle. Generally, when you're pushing, you expect the enemy to be in their own forest, but she's like, nah, I know what to do, but it's a little bit too little, too late.
Yeah, with the TNC holding an Aegis too, it's really hard for them. I'm sorry.
But we do have it. Oh, was the Dazzle as well. Shadow Blade, and Dazzle can't really prepare himself for anything. DK not the biggest damage dealer, but he can kill a Dazzle pretty easily, and Lena needs to be careful as well.
You just keep on pushing while you still have an Aegis on this Terror Blade, and he's just gonna grouping up his teammates in the on top. How he pushed the mid.
Okay, here's a Alpha Red.
Stampede. They are trying to catch anyone. Oh, nice one. Nice cat on a Ninja Bookie. With the Dog Brain jumping on him, along with the assist from Hoopstone from Centaur.
Yeah, I think he was going for that Bounty Ruin. Maybe they really didn't need the Bounty Ruin. It's a nice kill. They need like 10 of those for things to start changing.
10 of those?
Yeah, 10 of those. 10 of those kills on the Ninja Bookie.
Are you kidding me, mate? 10 of those? I think TNC just gonna soon grouping up and trying to push somewhere. Even though they have 4 players, it's still.
Oh, but Ninja Boogie is also back. He's just TPing. They're gonna go mid. He's gonna have to steal something else. They're taking out the shrines.
This is a map control of Team Alpha. As you can see, it's very dark.
They have 1 ward. That's 2 wards out.
The complement to the map control of the supports of Team TNC and Jabuki is the warding game is really strong. Smart player.
At least the PA's bomb lane, she just sort of. I don't think she wants to be the bomb lane, but the problem is there's no other lane for her to farm because this is where she's going up against super creeps, which give less golden experience. But she might be able to take a tower for the team. The only Alfred, if they can land an Echo Stomp on 5. Followed by a Centaur Stun on 5.
Oh, goes in a very long range using the Burrow Strike. But it was countered by the Hoopstorm. Telekinesis back in front of the tower. DK's inside already. Telegraph being used for early time. Metamorphosis trying to take out the tower. Elder Dragon form. These players are taking down tower real quick. Lina got caught over there along with the Burrow Striker and was attacked by the Terrorblade. Now it's Barak's turn to go down.
Yeah, he does have a Deso, so if she can land that good dagger,
Storm Stampede just to get away from that. His teammate was a little bit too offside. Goes in with Burrow Strike on 2. If they lost this one, that should be a GG call. Snowball in with a Warrior Spun uppercut, and he's dead right away. Drop dead. And that will be the Barracks.
I think every time we see Rior throw a Burrow Strike, he hits 2 people. That's so well played. And they're just gonna go and take mid and just, like we said, like this sort of a 20-minute game. This is kind of what we expected to happen. It's unfortunate for Alpha Red, but and you can see the dagger. This is with a Deso and armor cross. She barely, when she throws at Gabby, he barely takes any damage. Look at the dagger.
Just like you mentioned, yeah, she actually went for Deso.
Which is not what I would really want her
man.
to take. I'd rather she actually went BKB. It's like you pick one or the other. Look, she's daggering the TP and he doesn't care.
It's a difference between the items, Snowball, Warrior Sponge, every stuff. Shadow Grave still trying best to stay alive in this game for Team Alpha Rage. It's just want to stay as long as possible. There is a GG call coming out from that team fight. Team TNC got the first game real quick in around 23 minutes in, and they didn't even lost 1 tower.
What a shocking result. Who could have seen it coming?
Wow. Yeah, I thought this one is going to be like a quite massive game for the start of the day. But it was the well, for now, for Alpha Red and their supporters, especially for Alpha Red, they need a very good team meeting after the match. Like they need to just discuss what actually happened on that.
Because with the way the tournament is set up is that if you win, you go up against other people who won, and you can sort of like, once you get 2 or 3 wins, you're basically guaranteed to reach top 4. But if you take 2 or 3 losses, also your situation becomes pretty dire to advance. So Alpha Red, if they lose another 2 matches,
I also think that Swiss format is quite scary format.
It is.
It's very, very scary format.
It's not. It's like because it's a downward spiral in a Swiss format.
Yeah, that's look at that. The damage done, 10k damage done for the highest one of Team TNC. Woo! That should be it for the first game of the day. TNC cruising away over Team Alpha Red. We're gonna take a break for a few minutes, and the next one is going to be Team Resurgence from Singapore versus Veteran from Myanmar. It's gonna be an awesome match for sure. For now, let's go and head to the break and watch some interesting ads.
What makes a champion? Passion, grit, determination.
A challenge can make or break you. Work hard in silence. Let success be your noise.